Once more again, today we are going to make the soup. You remember I promised for those that saw my recipe on the soup, the pumpkin soup that we are going to make. So today I'm going to show you how I did the pumpkin soup with potatoes, and with me I have also some herbs. So what we have, what you are going to need, this is vegetable broth. It's made out of celery and parsley. We have boiled it, and then we needed to bring it here so we can make use of it. It's without salt, we didn't put salt in it. And then we have 2 potatoes, small and medium size, and then we have fresh basils. Okay, then we have also parsley and as well as rosemary. So all these the herbs, they are organically grown. Yeah, so you can also grow your own. It will help you to save on some other things. And we also have cayenne pepper. This is optional. I just like cayenne pepper, so we are going to use this as well. But if you are going to use if you are going to keep the soup and later have to warm it up, don't use cayenne pepper, because you cannot heat cayenne pepper. It's not supposed to be cooked. All right, so now the other thing that you're gonna need a pumpkin, of course, and of course we have already prepared the pumpkin ahead of time, so we don't take much of the time. So we have already cooked the pumpkins. The pumpkin is also organically grown, and we thank God for that. So yeah, you can eat everything of it, including the seeds. So yeah, it's safe. You can actually eat that. All right. So we're gonna use this one, which we already prepared in advance, the pumpkin. So we're gonna put this away for now. What we're gonna do now, of course, also we are going to need garlic. All right. So you will also need a bit of salt, just a pinch. We don't want a lot of salt in our soup. So this is nice, especially now that we're getting into winter, and it is good when you are coming from work, you are tired and you want something light for your family. You can actually do that. And also these ingredients, they have a lot of nutrition, vitamins and minerals in them that helps you to boost your immune system, especially in this winter. For example, this moss, the basil, is used to regulate the body temperature. For example, if one has a high fever, you take this and then they drink it as a tea. It helps in regulating that. So most of the things that we have here, they are beneficial for the body, and so it is important that we, if they are not organically grown, we wash them properly, because we don't know what chemical they've been sprayed on. So yeah, in short, that's it. So for now, let's get to the business now. We're not gonna take that long because we already prepared most of the ingredients. So it depends on how many people you are preparing for. So since I'm not doing for a bigger group, so it's just a few individuals, so we're just going to make just a little bit of it. We don't want it to slip over the soup. We just want something that can finish, and I'll show you what we eat it with. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna do that. Just hold on. So now we are going to do this. We scooped it out from we remove the peel, and then we leave it out. The cover, we leave it out for now. Yeah, we don't want it in our soup, so we're going to put it away, and then we are going to need only this. Okay, so remember, like I said, you only need just enough for it, depending on the size of the people that you're preparing. So we are not going to make a lot of it. Okay, so we are going to transfer it to the blender. Okay, our blender is already cleaned, so we just need to put it into the blender. Okay, all right. Okay, and then we're gonna need our potatoes. We're gonna use our knife, and then we'll cut it. The potatoes, they're already pre-cooked. Yeah, so just to make it smaller chunks. Okay. Yeah, we peeled off the potato already. So we continue cutting. Okay, just want to make sure that the size of the potatoes is the same as our pumpkin. All right, so we have it, and so we will put our herbs. All right, we don't really need to cut them. We just have to put them there. the blender will do the juice. Okay, so we put all of our herbs in there. We just need a little bit. Okay, this is a bit of parsley, a bit of rosemary, some fresh rosemary. You can grow your own as well. And then we need our broth, our vegetable broth. So we are going to pour it in and we are going to blend. Okay, it's still a little bit warm. The broth is a little bit warm. Okay, so don't worry about, these are the celeries and the parsley which are inside there, so it's okay because we need them as well. Yeah, you don't need to strain it. So we are going to put a bit of salt. You can see just a little bit. We don't want too much salt. Okay, and then we're gonna cut this. We are not going to put all of this in here, but yeah, if you don't want it, you can just leave it out. Okay, this is also organically grown. You can see still green, so we just pick it up from the backyard. Just a little bit of it, not too much, depending on how much you want it. This is also good. Cayenne pepper is good for the blood circulation. It also helps in headaches and and all that. So it's also rich in vitamin C. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit there. Okay, so we're gonna put also our garlic. I love garlic, so this one I can add a 4 teaspoons. Yeah, so we put there, and then we will start blending. Okay. All right, so we do the do. Okay, so you can see it has stopped because they've gotten stuck. The thing they've stuck in there, they've become thickened. So we need to add more of the broth. Okay, so we are going to add more. Okay, let me bring some more. Okay, so this is how our vegetable broth look like. This is the boiled celery and parsley. So yeah, we are going to put some in here. It's okay even if some bits and pieces of parsley and celery goes in, and also there's dandelion in here. Yeah, these are good for your kidneys as well as your liver. They do cleanse your livers and your kidney. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit more depending on how loose you want it. Okay, all right, so we will also, you can see it has thickened, so you can actually see that it was just a little bit, but now it's getting more. Yeah, it's getting more. Do that. So we add a little bit more again. Okay, this is unsalted broth that we've made. Now we are getting somewhere. It's getting mixed up all together, but we still want it to make it a little bit loose. So we'll add a bit more broth. Okay, so we bring more broth, the vegetable broth. So we will need more of this again. Okay. All right, so we will just pour a little bit. We don't want it too loosely. Okay, so we are trying to see the consistency that we have. Okay, this is what we have. So if you still want to make it a little bit loose, it's fine depending on what you want. So for now, you are wondering what are we using this for. Let's test the salt first. And it's fine. Yeah, the salt is fine, and the little bit of that chili kind of, yeah, it's not that too chili, it's just there on the average. It's actually fine. So I can add a little bit of that again, depending on how you want it. So this is still kind of just a little bit. I like it that way. Okay. Okay. So you can actually see now. It's loose. Yeah, it's loose. Yeah, I think this will be fine. This is how I want it. It's yeah. So we are going to serve. Okay, so let me remove this. All right, so we are going to serve, and you're wondering what are we eating this with, right? You can decide to just eat it as it is, or you can use your bread, your toasted bread, or your scones, depending on what you want. So there we are. Okay, that's our soup. Okay, so for us, we are gonna use this. We will use some of this. Some of the brochures and the scones that we have made. So we'll use this. Yeah, and I think I've already shared the recipe on how you go about it. So you can check on the channel of how we did the scones and the brochures. It's almost the same thing, right? So we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna use it to eat it with our soup. So okay, so there you have it. So yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna use your scones, or you can use your brochures depending on what you want. Like as I said, you can use your scones, your brochures, your toasted bread, whatever, or you can just eat it the way it is. So this is our final product. This is what we have made. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you've been blessed. Now, you know, each and everyone, cooking is a skill, right? It's a skill that each and every one of us should be able to learn, because you know, our health begins in the kitchen, and if we know how to prepare a healthy meal, we'll save a lot of money on medication and also on medical bill. Therefore, each and every one of us is encouraged to be able to learn. It doesn't come naturally. Each one of us have to learn, and we need to polish that skill, just like you learn other skills as well. So God wants us to be in good health, and this is why we are sharing this today with you out there, so that you can learn. We don't know everything. We are also learning, and as time goes on, we are sharing what we are learning, and we hope to hear from you as well, how you've tried it and how it went through. Bye bye.